When you're ready to start your business, Northwest Registered Agent gives you access to thousands of free guides, tools, and legal forms. Everything you need to launch and protect your business in one place. Northwest Registered Agent has been helping small business owners and entrepreneurs launch and grow businesses for nearly 30 years. They're the largest registered agent and LLC service in the U.S., with over 1,500 corporate guides, real people who know your local laws and can help you in your business every step of the way. Plus, with Northwest, privacy is automatic. They never sell your data and handle all services in-house because privacy by default is their pledge to customers. Don't wait. Protect your privacy, build your brand, and get your complete business identity in just 10 clicks and 10 minutes. Visit northwestregisteredagent.com/OFD-free and start building something amazing. Get more with Northwest Registered Agent at northwestregisteredagent.com/OFD-free. This is Optimal Finance Daily. What are the costs of working? Part 2 by Marjolein Dilven of radicalfire.com. Food at work. Food at work can be a big cost because many people spend more money on food when they're working. When you're at home, you cook most of your meals. When you're in the office, many people don't bring their lunch to work. Since meals in the office are significantly more expensive compared to making meals at home, you will spend extra money. The simplest way to reduce and avoid this cost is to bring food from home. When you're avoiding eating out, it's one of the easiest ways to reduce your food budget. You can make each meal at home. You can meal prep at the beginning of the week, having enough food to take to work every day. When you're not the meal prepping type, you can cook every evening and make some extra to eat the next day for lunch. I bring my lunch to work most days. Sometimes when I have a lunch meeting, lunch is provided, meaning that I will not spend a significant amount of money on eating food at work. Even though I bring my own lunch, I spend less than $70 per month on groceries. I enjoy eating my own meals much more than getting something from the canteen we have. Daycare costs. One thing that's extremely expensive is daycare costs. Whether you have a pet or a child, they may need to go to a daycare. In most countries, daycare is extremely expensive. In the Netherlands, daycare costs around €50 per day, per child. Depending on your income, you can get a subsidy from the government. That's covering up to 90% of the daycare costs. If you're both working and have a decent salary, costs may actually come down to the aforementioned €50 a day. That's €11,000 per year you're spending on one child for daycare. One main way to reduce these costs is to work less as a parent. You and your partner could both be working 3 or 4 days, depending on your preference, and have the kids at home for the majority of the week. You could also ask family members to watch the kids. For the moment, this is not a relevant cost to reduce, as I don't have a child or pet. I would love to have a dog, and someday my time will come. Premium price on some outings. When you're working, you'll do most things on the weekend. When you want to take a short trip, you need to go on the weekend. That's when flights and hotels are the most expensive, thus you'll pay a premium price for it. Besides that, in my company, I take holidays in July or August. That's when it's quiet at work and they want us to take our holidays in these 2 months. That's when the high season is there and the prices over the entire world go up. Hotels and flights will be more expensive during July and August than during any other month, as will basically anything else. If you're retired, you can go abroad whenever you want. You can randomly go on a Tuesday in May because the prices are cheap. You can travel in the discounted season as one would naturally want to do. Indirect costs. While this is an indirect cost of working, it's a cost nonetheless. If you're working, you have less time in general to do things. You might take the convenient option when they're available just because you can. Things that can be convenience costs are ordering food at home or getting takeout, buying ready-to-cook foods that'll be done in 5 minutes, buying from a store nearby rather than the cheapest in your area, or not comparing prices when shopping. If you come home from a long day at work, it can be very tempting to do this. I have to admit that I still do 2 out of 3 of these things, even when I'm paying attention to where I spend my money. I go to the nearest shop when I'm at home and realize I forgot something. It'll mostly be for the small things and not for my weekly grocery trip, but it's still convenience costs. Also, when I do my weekly shopping, I don't compare prices, ever. I go to a low-cost grocery store and I simply assume that anything there is cheaper compared to the premium supermarket close to my house. Within the store, I go for discounts. That's all I do. So what are the costs of working? As you can see, working also brings costs with it. Let's call it an investment. You have to spend money to earn money. This post is just to make you aware that your job is also costing you money and making you realize how much money you spend each year to work. For me personally, the direct costs of going to work are 1,800 euros per year, which is mostly my car costs. I bring food from home, I don't spend money on clothing, and I don't have kids. Of course, I need to pay taxes. That will be around 7,000 euros per year when I work the full year. This year, I'll only work 8 months, take all my holidays, and have my mini retirement. When you compare two different jobs, it's important to compare not only the salaries, but also the cost of working. If your cost of working is taking too much from your additional salary, you could decide not to take the other job. If you're approaching work like this, you'll do it differently than 95% of the population. So great job. You just listened to part 2 of the post titled, "What are the costs of working?" by Marjolein Dilven of radicalfire.com. One of my biggest goals for 2026 is finally building a dedicated travel fund without the guilt. I'm tired of stressing about money when I book a trip. So this year, I'm getting organized. Managing your money doesn't have to be a struggle this year. Monarch is the all-in-one personal finance tool designed to make your life easier. It brings your entire financial life, budgeting, accounts and investments, net worth, and future planning together in one dashboard on your laptop or phone. I've been using Monarch for years and love using it for my New Year's financial reset. It helps me review spending and set fresh budgets. Plus, their AI assistant gives me personalized answers instantly. This new year, achieve your financial goals for good. Monarch is the all-in-one tool that makes proactive money management simple all year long. Use code OPTIMAL at monarch.com for half off your first year. That's 50% off your first year at monarch.com with code OPTIMAL. Imagine you're a business owner who has to rely on a dozen different software programs to run your company. Each one is expensive, overly complicated, and worst of all, none of them are connected. Now imagine a platform that could tackle all of your business management needs in one place. That platform you're imagining? It's Odoo. Odoo has all the programs you'll ever need, and they're all connected on a single, simple, easy-to-use software, giving you peace of mind that your business is always being taken care of from every angle. Odoo assists in accounting, marketing, inventory, HR, CRM, manufacturing, and everything in between through its user-friendly interface and open source applications. Basically, if your business needs it, Odoo's got it. Odoo sounds pretty amazing, right? So stop wasting your time and money on those expensive, disconnected platforms and let Odoo harmonize your business with simple, efficient software that can handle everything for a fraction of the price. It doesn't get much better than that. So what are you waiting for? Discover how Odoo can take your business to the next level by visiting odoo.com. That's ODOO.com. Odoo, modern management made simple. When I had a corporate career, I often didn't have the energy or headspace to think creatively about my life or seize opportunities that presented themselves. Being overly focused on my career cost me my health and relationships. Many of us go through those seasons of life where we're grinding away at our careers and living for the weekend. And I do think that's necessary for a period of time, at least it was for me. If I didn't do that, I wouldn't be in the financial position to make a big shift. I found that shifting to self-employment solved a lot of the issues around the cost of full-time W-2 employment. Many of my costs like health insurance, my phone, computer, business travel, etc. are tax write-offs. And while I'm making significantly less money now, I found that the trade-off has been worth it to me. Self-employment and entrepreneurship has allowed me to be super picky about the work I do and who I work with. It's also freed up mental energy to think more expansively about how I want to spend my time. But that's going to do it for today. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening to both parts of this great post, and I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow for more Optimal Finance Daily, where your optimal life awaits.